All right, let's go ahead and dive into this question here where the first thing that we're always going to do every single time we perform and try to solve a word problem is we're going to read the question sentence first. So I know the instinct is starting from here, but we really want to start on the question sentence. How long is the remaining piece? Everyone, when it comes to just regular everyday language and you hear that you're trying to find how long the remaining piece is, everyone, the word remaining, what do you really typically connect that with? What operation? Yeah, typically subtraction. When you're asking how much remains or how much is left, you might think, hey, we take something away, we subtract, and then we see what's left. So when we think about that, keep that in the back of your mind because we're going to understand what values we might be subtracting. And here it says a wooden beam is this long. Notice I don't care about the actual numbers. The wooden beam is this long. A carpenter cuts off a piece that is that long. How long is the remaining piece? Boom. All right, so we have our two values. We have 8 feet and 4 inches, and we're going to be subtracting 2 feet and 9 inches. Everyone, before we actually do the math, before we actually perform the calculations, does this setup make sense to you personally? We have the wooden beam that's this long. We cut off a piece, so subtract this much of it, and we're going to see how much is left. Good. Now, here's how we can do the math. There are 2 ways. Well, there's more than 2 ways, but I'm going to show you the 2 most common ways. Number 1, most folks like to go ahead and convert each of these into inches, then subtract, and then convert what we have back into feet and inches. So I'm going to show you that way, and then I'm going to show you a slightly faster way so that next time you might see this in this way and save a little bit of time. Here we go. Everyone, if I want to convert this all to inches, am I multiplying or dividing this 8 feet here? If I want to turn this all into inches, yeah, I would be multiplying. And here's why. The rule is 1 foot equals 12 inches. And if you're using my big to small or small to big method, you may notice that going from feet to inches, that's big to small. 1 big foot is equal to 12 of these smaller inches. Big to small. So everyone help me out. What is 8 feet multiplied by 12? What's that going to give us? 8 multiplied by 12, that is 96. Okay, cool. So if that is 96 inches and we're adding the extra 4 inches, what does that give us? Yeah, that's going to give us 100 inches. So I'll go ahead and write that down right there, 100 inches. And now let's go ahead and take care of the 2 feet and 9 inches. So again, everyone, help me out. 2 feet multiplied by 12 inches per foot. That's going to give us what? So far, that's 24. That is correct. But once we have the 24, so again, once we know that this right here is 24 inches, what do we do with that to get the complete number of inches? We're going to add. We're going to add what though? Yeah, we're going to add the 9 inches right there. So everyone, what is 24 plus 9 inches? What's that going to give us? Yeah, we got to be careful. Don't get confused and say it's 32. It's going to be 33. So we have 33 inches right there. So everyone, does this become a slightly simpler subtraction problem now that we're just dealing with only inches? I think we can agree on that, right? Slightly easier. And once we do that, 100 minus 33, what does that give us? 67, sounds good. Let's confirm that. So we'll go ahead and borrow from the 10 to make a 9, to make this a 10. 10 minus 3, yep, that's going to give us 7, perfect. Then we have the 9 minus 3, and that'll give us 6. So yeah, absolutely, you guys are correct. We have 67 remaining inches. And from here, everyone, if we wanted to go ahead and turn this back into feet and inches, what are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to do? Yeah, divide by 12. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do that here. So if I go ahead and go from inches back to feet, notice we're going from small to big. So we will be dividing, absolutely. So allow me to just remove this here on the bottom. Let's remove those notes. And now let's finish up the division. We'll divide 12 into 67. Everyone, how many times does 12 go into 67? That's going to be 5 times. That's correct. So we have 5 whole feet. This right here, everybody, this is 5 feet. And then when we do 5 times 12, that is 60. And then we have 7 left over. Everyone, the 7 that's left over is the 7 remaining what? Because when we divided 12 into 67, we have 5 whole feet. But the 7 remaining, that is 7 remaining inches. Because remember, everybody, the remainder remains as the old unit. So our correct final answer is going to be 5 feet and 7 inches. And so, boom, that's one way to get the answer, but there is another, and I'm going to say much faster way to get there. Who's interested in seeing that much faster way? That way, we can have a little more mental clarity here. I got you. Sounds good. So here's that second way to do it. The second way to do it is actually only going to require me to have this from the beginning here. Let me go ahead and just take everything else away. Let me take all of that away. This is all we need right over here. The original starting point. This is all we need. Everyone, I got a quick question. Is it normal to see 4 inches minus 9 inches? Is this going to be easy to do? Is that going to be easy to do? Not at all. But here's an easy way to do it. This is the cool thing about unit conversions. What I can do, and you guys tell me, have you ever heard of the idea of, let's go ahead and say, borrowing? Who here has been in the borrowing business where we've had, like, let's say 33 minus 15, and you end up borrowing to make the ends meet? Absolutely. So let me show you exactly how we can get this done in a much easier way. Because I'm going to borrow 1 foot. I'm going to borrow a foot. So everyone, if I borrow a foot, how many inches is in a foot again? So I have 7 feet. But if I borrowed 1 foot, how many inches is that again? That's 12. That's right. So what I am going to do is I am going to bring the 1 foot as 12 inches. One more time, everybody. A foot is 12 inches. So I'm going to tack on 12 inches right here. Everybody, what is 12 inches plus 4 inches? Help me out again. That's 16 inches. Okay, great. So I'm going to make this 16 inches. This is what makes this much easier now. Take a look. Everyone, what is 16 minus 9? Oh, look at that, 7 inches. Oh, look at that, look at that, look at that. And one more, everyone. This is the hardest part. What is 7 feet minus 2 feet? Oh, look at that, 5 feet. Okay, so our final answer here will be 5 feet and 7 inches, which is answer choice C. And I'm probably betting that half of you are looking at me now saying, why did you spend so much time doing it the first way? Yeah, I had to show you the first way because I want you to appreciate this way here.